right, Danielle, tough one, and obviously something going on with your knee. Can you just talk us through your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought I played pretty well at times. I think it just came down to the serving and the returning. It was almost like a men's match in a lot of ways. Like, we were both having difficulty getting the point started when both of us were serving, and not a lot of rhythm. And then just comes down to the margins. I think there were a couple times where I missed by so little, and Maddie made some shots by very little, and ultimately Maddie just came up with some better shots in the bigger moments, and this is tennis.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Danielle, can I ask about the crowd? It felt like they really came for you from the moment you stepped onto the arena.
Yeah, I mean, I expected that, obviously. I mean, and that's fine. Like I said, I really do enjoy playing in these types of environments. That's what you work so hard for your entire life as a kid. So I embraced it, and I thought overall it was good, and it got me fired up at times, and it got us into the match and got both of us focused. So, yeah.
How's the? Oh, sorry. I was going to ask how the last day or so has been, because it's been feels like a whirlwind of attention on it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm, towards the end of my career, and it's wonderful that I can capitalize on these opportunities. I think I've had 6 different sponsorships opportunities come up this tournament alone, so that's a great signal for me. And obviously, like I said, every fan contributes to that, and it's been a real blessing.
All tricky in terms of trying to harness that energy and get back that you're playing against a close friend of Maddie. I don't know if it feels like keeps any lid on your sort of emotions at times when you're out there.
What do you mean?
I mean, would you were you more restrained because it's a good friend of yours across the net than you might otherwise be?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I approached the match very similar to how I played Destiny and the matches before. I just go out and compete as hard as I can, even if I am playing my friend. And, we're used to it at this point. So, I just always try to bring good energy. And, I don't know. I see what you're saying, though, for sure. Yeah.
How is the knee?
Look, this is my left knee. I've had a lot of issues with this knee, especially when I was in college. I had meniscus tear. I've had a meniscus tear on tour. I've had a cartilage tear. I've had countless issues with my knee, and I think it was the second or third point in that game at 3-all, and I went down to hit it, and I hit my knee against the ground when I was trying to get low to the ball, and it made a noise, and then I didn't really think that much of it, but then my knee started to turn purple, so I was like, oh, maybe I should try to get this wrapped before it gets to the point where it's buckling. And so obviously, since it's a previous issue throughout my career, there's a little fear there for sure.
Did you think about quitting the match at all?
No, because the doctor said it seemed like it was just swelling from whatever movement I had done, and they had kind of checked the different range and motion and made sure that it wasn't something like a ACL tear. We would have known if I would have done something more serious to it, I think. But obviously, if I was to continue playing the match, I kind of need to get the swelling down. So,
Danielle, some players like Medvedev, when they have a run-in with the crowd, never ever seem to shake it off. So they cop it year after year.
Yeah.
Do you think you're doomed with the Aussie crowds, or can you kiss and make up someday down the future?
I mean, I guess that's up to them, right? And I mean, at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. I mean, the biggest thing is that, nobody got hurt. I mean, maybe some feelings got hurt or things were taken personally, and they probably shouldn't have been taken personally by the crowd. But, I feel like people take life way too seriously sometimes. And I think in our sport, it's somebody was telling me that the average age of people watching and the fans of tennis is 65. And I think, we need to kind of bring some entertainment to the game, and I think we can try to make jokes and laugh. I don't have a big ego when it comes to this, honestly. I don't care what's written about me. I don't care, what some guy living in his basement is, writing on the internet. You know what I mean? like, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to, like, enjoy my life and have fun with it. And, you know, all of my friends on tour thought I was, you know, they knew I was just being me and trying to make humor of the situation. And then I had a lot of my friends be like, well, am I getting invited on the yacht? So, yeah, a lot of the girls on tour were like, well, you're inviting me, right? So, yeah, so, I mean, that's all that matters. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't please everybody, and the most important thing is your friends and family and what they think, and, yeah, and nobody got hurt, you know? That's the main thing. This is sports, and I don't think the banner is necessarily a terrible thing. I mean, I don't know.
Novak Djokovic was gushing about you in his press conference last night. You saw. Did you make any other sort of new fan besides your friends? Anyone new who like reacted to you? New in the Danielle Collins fan club?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I haven't been on social media that much, to be honest, and I have somebody that helps me like run my page and everything. But I love this old guy, Tony Jones. He's very, sorry, everybody in the room that's over like 70. Sorry. I just love how he called me a brat. And, like, it's just so, like, Gen Z and millennial right now with Charlie XCX. And I really want him to do the dance that she does. Like, yeah, he has to do it. He has to. Like, I really want to get, like, a one-on-one with him, and we got to do the dance. So.
Have you figured out, on a different side, have you figured out your schedule for coming months? Like you said, you have a unplanned part of your career a bit. Have you thought about how full a schedule you want to play? Maybe, I guess, taking the knee separately.
Yeah, knee and foot. Yeah, it's like one thing after another. And like playing in 3 different pairs of shoes. I played in a different pair of shoe. I played in K-Swiss the first match, Adidas the second match, another different Adidas model the third match, trying to get it right with my foot. So, yeah, obviously now dealing with 2 different things, so we have to kind of see. But I believe I'm signed up for Doha, Dubai, Indian Wells, Miami, Charleston, because I love all of those events. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. I'm someone that kind of just like signs up too for like everything traditionally in my schedule, and then I have the option to play if I want to play, and if I don't, like I can kind of modify things. But at this point, yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying the ride and seeing what happens. And obviously I'm still dealing with health stuff as well, so that's trying to like navigate that while I'm on the road and traveling is difficult. So I do have to kind of take some time in my schedule to try to be going to those appointments and figuring things out, and you know, getting second and third opinions and that kind of thing. So it all takes time. So I have to kind of just, yeah, play it by ear a little bit. And obviously I said I was going to the Bahamas, right? So I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. A couple of my friends were like, we can get it booked just whenever you want. Like, just give us 48 hours and we can get this thing booked. So, yeah, so I got to fit that in there for a few days. And, yeah, I just, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated for sure. I will definitely send pictures to everyone.
What will you remember most about this tournament, this 2025 Australian Open for you?
Oh, I mean, I think emotionally, this has been so great for me. I feel like, if I'm being really honest, like in the earlier parts of my career, even though I'm someone that's very competitive and feisty, and it appears that, you know, I do what I do, right? I think earlier in my career, I was more concerned about what people think. And I think I was much more guarded about, you know, my personality, because, you know, I can be fiery, and I know that can rub people the wrong way, and I never want to hurt someone's feelings or be disrespectful to someone that I'm, you know, competing against, that especially the people that I really respect. And I'm not perfect, right? I'm not a perfect person, but I think I definitely in the past like used to think about, oh, if I do this, like, this person might not like me, or if I do that, like, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, or I don't want to, share too much about my life because I don't want to make anybody else feel like, sad about theirs. And I think maybe with age comes this attitude of like, this is it. Like, we're going to be ourselves, and like, we're just, accept, like, I'm going to accept who I am, and I'm going to just like, go for it. And I think that's something I'm really proud of myself, is I just have gotten to the point where I really don't care anymore about what people who aren't important to me think. And that's been a really big thing, right? Because I think a lot of people, as they evolve and grow, like whether you play professional tennis or not, you kind of go through different challenges. And that's one that I feel like I've been able to really, lean into and just get comfortable with. And I think that's important, right, for our mental health and everything, right, to accept who we are and to just embrace it.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Wide World of Sports on YouTube is your home of the tennis this summer.
With highlights of the best matches of the summer of tennis, the on-court interviews and every day with the morning serve, you'll be ahead of the game.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this summer.